Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and today I'm in Michigan with a Ford F-150 Raptor R. Yeah, this is the 5.2 liter supercharged engine in this. Different exhaust modes, I have different driving, I have big 37-inch wheels. We're gonna do some off-roading. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do some really cool off-roading, show you some jumps, show you some really crazy stuff going on in the camera. I'll talk you through some of the stuff it's doing as far as off-road. We'll also check out some of the chassis stuff from last night. I have a little bit of video on that one. And then I'll also show you the exterior and interior, what makes this a special Ford Raptor R versus a Raptor. Also, I took some video driving in the night. So we'll have nighttime, daytime, lots of fun time, more fun time, lots of fun time. Yeah, it's gonna be a good video. Let's get all of that right now. Okay, let's talk about what this is. I told you it was a Ford F-150 Raptor R. Now let's decode that a little bit. So it's got a Ford Motor Company. F-150 is the size class for this truck, although it doesn't share very much in common with the stock F-150. This has been purpose-built for off-roading. Everything underneath the hood, the skin of the truck, the frame, the chassis, everything has been redone for off-road use to handle this kind of, well, abuse is what it's built for. Now, it's also a Raptor, which is their off-road kind of classification vehicles, right? We have the normal Ford F-150 Raptor, and we have a Bronco Raptor, and they're doing more Raptors. And it's the R, and the R tells us it's got the 5.2 liter supercharged V8 on the hood, 700 horsepower, 640 foot-pounds of torque. So we know some differences there. So what separates this truck from the Raptor is really gonna be your engine. And there's a minor change to some of the suspension to make it work with that much torque and horsepower. Now this Raptor engine is the same one used in the Mustang GT vehicle as well. So it's basically got a muscle car engine in an off-road truck. Is a good way to think about it. All right, so one of the uses of this truck is what I'm doing today. Yeah, off-roading in the desert climate. And it's interesting with this off-road truck in that the faster you go, the smoother it makes the ride, because the dampeners or the off-road suspension overall just works better when you go at higher speeds. So it's kind of counterintuitive when you're off-road driving. You want to go faster, and this truck goes faster. I also have paddle shifters on here as well, as like you would a sports car. And the reason I'm doing that in Baja mode is that it holds the gear, which is great for going up declines and or ascents or down declines. But when I want to get out here and actually hit some throttle, I can go ahead and shift up and manually control my shifting of gears to give me that much more pow to get on down the trail. And smiles per mile with this vehicle. Smiles per mile. Looking at the exterior, we can see our flags all attached because we're off-roading here. And I have some rigid LED lights here. I have Raptor kind of spelled out here, a little Easter egg there. You can tell it's a Raptor R because I have the Raptor R here, and I have graphics here. They kind of match, make that match. I have the R on the grill. That's why you know it's a Raptor there. Come around the sides, we can see basically it's a F-150. Everything looks pretty similar. And we have Raptor R spelled out here in the graphics, R right there. Come on the side, we have the Raptor R there as well. And then we can come around the inside, and you can see a few other pieces that point that being a Raptor R. First, we have a Ford Performance on the door sill, which is kind of cool. We have the Raptor R there on the back of the chair. We have Alcantara seats as well. And then we have the orange up top there. We have orange here. Orange here. This lets me know which way is straight as far as the wheels go, which ways that's going to look like, and then I can turn it on. And it's got that really nice exhaust note. Now, I'm going to get through all these different settings because I'm not only in off-road mode, or actually in Baja mode. I have tires that are low, and it's got some warnings there for that. But we have different screens here I can flip through. I have different drive modes here. I can turn those. Also, I can push this in to get the electronic locking differential to work. helps me more in off-road conditions. I have the big screen here. I have a great camera here to see in front of me, so when I'm coming over cliffs and things, I can see what's in front of me. But the rest of this is basically, so it's a few touches, it really is an F-150. And sorry about that glare. The glare is insane this morning. All right, let's talk about off-roading this Ford Raptor as I go over these dunes and go through the whoops. And this thing is just a beast. Yeah, there's not a lot different in my opinion between this and the Raptor, but that Raptor R performance, all that horsepower, all that torque, all that great exhaust note, you get that in this. And then the suspension is really good in that the new live axle suspension or live axle shocks I have on this Raptor R, they adjust as you're going through the whoops, and so this thing can handle whoops that much better than other vehicles could without that live axle technology. It just helps smooth that stuff out.
All right, continue on left hand side.
And you can just, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go on this big climb. I got whoops. I'm gonna get to the top. Okay, let's do it. Really great exhaust note. Go through the whoops. It handles it so well. I'm doing 50. Get to the top of the hill. I slow down. I crest the top. It's got a double crest, I know from earlier. And then I get over the top. I use the camera. I look down where I'm going. I pick my line. I catch my breath. I slow down. Namaste. I calm down. Namaste. And then we do it again. This job doesn't suck. And this vehicle, wow. This vehicle's awesome. yeah, that was actually pretty darn smooth. We are aired down about 16 PSI. So we had those big 37s and aired down really soft when we're landing on stuff, which is really nice because, you know, I don't want to get beat up when I'm off-roading. And yes, I do grunt like that when I'm off-roading. I feel like when you do that, it gives you 5 more horsepower. Yeah, if you grunt, you get 5 more horsepower. It's a fact. You can quote me on that. Pretty sure I'm not right, but go ahead and quote me. Okay, a couple of things to point out here. We can see with the off-road mode, I can actually see my angles, my approach angles going up and down. But one thing I want to talk about over here is on this camera, it's really nice. However, when you want to turn to heat up or down, I can't see what's going on. Now, when I press this button, it actually takes me back to the air distribution. You can see the temperature now on that screen. Or I can go here, then click here to go back to change temperature. And when you're driving like off-road, you're trying to, and I'm getting a little hot, turn it down. I don't know how much I'm turning down or how much I'm turning up because it doesn't pop up. I think something with like a software update they could do, you can hear me with that fan going, a software update they could do would be to get those numbers on top of this camera, on top of the screen when you adjust back and forth. So you just know, I just need to know the number. Is it 65 degrees, 60, 70? I just need to know where I'm at so I'm not gonna crank this dial back and forth so much and overheat. The thing with this truck is how much fun it is. Just keep your thumbs out of the steering wheel in case you get caught. Let it glide a little bit on the sand. Hit that right pedal. Leave the left pedal alone because you don't need it. And then trust it. Gotta trust it because it's a big drop-offs here in the sand dunes, and I can see it in front of me. But you gotta trust it. You gotta go for it too. You gotta let it out. Let the beast out. This thing is so freaking cool. All right, let's see who the customer is for this. I'm so like confused by words. This is $109,000. First of all, 109 plus, you know, whatever's gonna happen to the dealers and all kind of stuff going on. You can option it up, get a moonroof, and you get the tailgate. I think that opens and closes, or you get the power on board too. So you get about 111 if you click all the boxes. Which, why wouldn't you click all the boxes in this case? Comes in crew cab only with the bed because, well, that's what this, it's not designed for fleets or different things. This is purely for off-roading, and people love the crew cab. They can haul people with them. They can go off-roading for the weekend. They can put the coolers back there or luggage back there, and they have plenty of room. Okay, let's get on this, on pavement, getting on the interstate. Man, it sounds so good. You know, driving this around reminds me so much of the Ram TRX. And I don't know, without going down back to my house and sitting on pen and paper and looking at options and pricing, I really could tell you much of a difference here without doing that stuff, because I know there's price differences and there's options that are different, but not off the top of my head. Here on the highway though, they just perform about the same. You know, one of the things about off-road trucks people don't always realize is that they actually ride really nice as well. You don't have to be Baja mode all the time. You actually can dirt roads, washboards, highways, snow. It rides really well. It's got a lot of power to go through all those places and get you where you need to be without having a whole lot of hassle. So it's a little loud in the cabin. I can turn that down a little bit and go in quiet mode. Okay, that's quiet mode. It didn't change anything. If I go to quiet, then normal. Yeah, I can hear a little more exhaust note between the two settings of exhaust there. But like I said, other than that, you know, this is a very pleasurable drive. I could do long distance trip with this vehicle. I'd hate to stop by the gas station. I'm currently getting 11.2 miles per gallon in this vehicle, and I'm pretty sure it's premium fuel in here. So, youch when you fill up. But I'm just driving. I don't have any hands on the wheel at the moment. It has Blue Cruise on there, but doesn't show up here on the screen, so it may not be available yet for this model year. But I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But yeah, I have Blue Cruise set up with this, and so I don't have Blue Cruise at the moment. But I have lane departure, adaptive cruise. I have a lot of features that you need. So let's go ahead and get back to the dirt and the sand, because that's a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Jumping the Ford Raptor R. Ready at 50 miles an hour, get up to speed, and then you just kind of jump it. And the shocks are pre-tuned. That way they really stiff when you land and absorbs all energy. Woo! And yeah. That doesn't get old. Okay, while I'm sitting here waiting to take off, let's check out these lights. There's all your interior lights here in the Raptor R. And I have navigation set up so you can see that there, but there's lights there. And some lights there. And there's all your lights. That's what the Raptor R looks like behind the wheel in the dark. Alright, up close and personal, here's your lights here. All lit up there. And then, see if there's any puddle lamps. Yep, puddle lamps, whole lights up, whole side. Lots of good visibility. Okay, check this out. You can see the front camera came on. So this is doing some Baja mode. It popped on. It looks almost like Star Wars. You can see the white lines there where the tires are going. As I turn, you can see the lines will turn. It kind of shows me where I'm going, kind of shows me where my headlights are ended up, it looks like, and it shows me what's in front of me. So pretty cool. And this is the benefit of this. As I go over this hill, I'm going to carry enough to get on top of the hill. Then I'm going to drag my way down a little bit so I can see in front of me, and there I can see. So where I'd have sky view looking like this, with the camera, I actually look at where I'm going. Alright, clearly I could do this all day, because it's so much fun. This truck has 8,700 pounds of max towing. So if you want to, you can haul a camper, you can haul the kids, you can haul the boat out here and have fun for the weekend. And why wouldn't you? I'd be doing this all day if I had a vehicle like this, and this is the lifestyle I wanted. But like I said, you're just going to pay for it. That's okay. It's I can't tell you it's worth the money, but I can tell you I want one. In fact, I may just take two. Just give me two. You know, that would be cool. So that's what I have to say on this truck. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the videos over here. Website down below, pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.